Hello my dear students, how are you? This is your Chemistry 1 class and again I have come with quantum number. Last class 2 quantum numbers had been explained and the rest 2 will be explained today. So, you have remembered what is quantum number? Quantum number, this is not a single number. Quantum number is a set of 4 numbers that are used to describe the position and energy of the electron in an atom that are rotating in orbit. These 4 numbers are required to express the size, shape and orientation of the orbitals of electrons and the direction of spin of electron in an atom. So, there are total 4 quantum numbers and these are principal quantum number that expresses the size of the orbital, azimuthal or subsidiary quantum number that expresses the shape of orbital, that means what type of orbital is this, S, P, D or F, and magnetic quantum number that expresses the orientation of the orbitals, that means which orbital, p-type orbital, that means px, py or pz, d-type orbital, which d-type orbital is this, and last quantum number, spin quantum number that expresses the spin of the electron. You know, in every orbital there are 2 electrons and one electron it rotates clockwise and another electron it rotates anti-clockwise. So, spin quantum number describes the spin of the electron. So, last class we have explained principal quantum number and subsidiary quantum number. You have remembered from principal quantum number we can know about the shell number of electron, and from subsidiary quantum number we can know about the type of subshell of electron. Today we will learn about magnetic quantum number and spin quantum number. So, at first, magnetic quantum number. What is magnetic quantum number? You know, when a charged body moves around another charged body, magnetic field is produced. In an atom, negative electrons move around the positively charged nucleus, so a magnetic field is produced also there. As a result, each electron in an atom behaves as a tiny magnet, because this negatively charged electron rotates around the positively charged nucleus. The orbitals are responsible to produce magnetic moment and they are oriented in space. To describe this orientation, magnetic quantum number is introduced. Now, magnetic quantum number is denoted by M and its value depends on the value of L. Before that, we have learned that the value of L, that means subsidiary quantum number, it depends on S. And now, magnetic quantum number, the value of magnetic quantum number depends on the value of subsidiary quantum number. It may have values from minus L to plus L, including 0. That means if the value of L is 1, then the value of M will be minus 1, 0 and plus 1. So, for each value of L, there may be 2L plus 1 values of M. That means when the value of L is 1, then we will get 3 values of M. In this way, when the value of L is 2, then we will get the value of M minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1 and plus 2. That means there are 5 values of M. So from there we can tell that there may be 2L plus 1 values of M. From magnetic quantum number, total number of orbitals present in each orbit can be calculated. If you know the magnetic quantum number M, then you can calculate the total number of orbitals present in an orbit. Now look for subshell S. For subshell S, the value of L equal 0. So the value of M equal also 0 because the value of M is minus L to plus L. That means when the value of L is 0, M is also 0. That means there is only one possible orientation of orbital. In S subshell, there is only one orientation because M has only one value. And so, the S subshell, there exists only one orbital. In every S subshell, 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, there exists only one orbital. Now, when L equal 1, that means for subshell P, M equal, I have told that when L equal 1, M equal minus 1, 0, plus 1. That means minus L to plus L. So, there are three possible orientation of orbital, 1, 2, 3. That means in P subshell, there are three orbitals exist. And these are Px, Py and Pz. So, dear students, you know that P subshell can contain 6 electrons, and already I have told that in every orbital there exists maximum 2 electrons. So, in P subshell there are 3 orbitals, Px, Py and Pz. So, these 3 orbitals can hold each 2 electron, and there are total 6 electrons in P subshell. Now, M equal we got minus 1, 0 and plus 1. And this Px, Py and Pz, when M equal minus 1, this is Px orbital. When M equal 0, this is Py orbital. And when M equal plus 1, that is Pz orbital. When L equal 1. Now, for D subshell, that means L equal 2 and M equal what? Minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1 and plus 2. So, there are 5 possible orientation of orbital, and D orbital exists 5 orbitals. D subshell, there exists 5 orbitals, and these are dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square minus y square and dz square. And from these values, these orbitals are recognized. Here, when M equal minus 2, then the orbital is dxy. When minus 1, dyz, 0 for dzx, plus 1 for dx square minus y square and plus 2 for dz square. In the same way, for subshell F, L equal what? L equal 3. So, M equal minus 3 to plus 3. That means minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. There are 7 possible orientation of orbital. And F subshell, there exists 7 orbitals. I will not give you the name here. You can write these orbitals F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6 and F7. So, dear students, these orbitals we get from magnetic quantum number, that is M. So, if you know the value of M, you can tell the fixed orbital where an electron resides. Now, last quantum number. This is spin quantum number. You know, while rotating around the nucleus, the electron also rotates around its own axis, like planets, either in clockwise or in anti-clockwise direction. Electron is rotating on its own axis either in clockwise or in anti-clockwise direction. Spin quantum number is used to describe this. You know, in every subshell there are 2 electrons. Every subshell can contain 2 electrons. When the first electron goes into this subshell, then this electron rotates in clockwise. And for this clockwise direction electron, the spin quantum number value is +12. And when second electron goes to that subshell, that orbital, then this second electron, it rotates in anti-clockwise. And for this anti-clockwise direction electron, their spin quantum number value is -12. So, spin quantum number has only 2 values. One is +12 and another is -12. Look, spin quantum number represents the direction of the spin of the electrons. This can either be in the direction of clockwise or even anti-clockwise. Spin quantum number is denoted by the symbol S, small s. It can have about only 2 values. These are +12 when electron rotates in clockwise or -12 when electron rotates in anti-clockwise. It is also denoted by arrows pointing up and down. That means this arrow pointed up, this is for clockwise directed electron, and this arrow, downward arrow, this is for anti-clockwise rotated electron. For example, suppose helium. Helium has 2 electrons on its 1s orbital. For the first electron, the value of spin quantum number will be +12 because the first electron of helium, it rotates in clockwise. And for the second electron, the value of spin quantum number will be -12, that rotates in anti-clockwise. Now, calculation of number of orbitals and electrons in first 4 orbits from quantum number. Dear students, you can calculate the number of electrons present in any orbit by 2n square formula. But this is not by using quantum number. Here we will calculate the number of electron and also orbitals in first 4 orbits, first, second, third, fourth. That means K, L, M and N shell by using quantum number. Look, how will we calculate this? Look, there is the value of 3 quantum numbers N, L and M. Here N, that means this is the first shell, second shell, third shell, fourth shell. At first, for first shell, you know when N equal 1, L equal 0, L has only one value 0, and when L equal 0, M equal also 0. Now, for L equal 0, which type of orbital is this? This is S type of orbital. And for the first shell, when N equal 1, this will be 1s orbital. And number of orbitals in this subshell, 1s orbital, there is only 1 orbital. We get this value from the value of M. And number of orbital in shell, in this total shell there are no other orbital. So in shell 1 there is only 1 orbital, that is 1s. And number of electrons in shell, I told that in every subshell there are total 2 electrons. There is only 1 subshell, so the number of electron is 2. Now look, for the second shell, when n equal 2, we get L has 2 values, 0 and 1. For every value, we will calculate the total number of orbital. When L equal 0, M equal also 0, and this is 2s type orbital. Second shell, so it will be 2, and since L equal 0, so it is 2s orbital. Now, how many orbital is there? Only one, because the value of m is only 1, that is 0. And for L equal 1, there are 3 values of m, -1, 0 and +1. And from this L value, we get orbital notation, this is 2p. And from value of m, we get into p subshell, there are 3 orbitals. And total number of orbitals, 4. And in every orbital, there are 2 electrons. So, 4 orbitals, there are total 8 electrons. In this way, when n equal 3 for the third shell, L equal 3 values 0, 1 and 2. For L equal 0, here m equal 0, this is 3s orbital and total number of orbitals 1. L equal 1, m has 3 values -1, 0, +1. It is 3p type orbital and the total number of orbital 3. And when L equal 2, m has 5 values and this is 3d orbital and total number of orbitals are 5 because m has 5 values. And total number of orbitals in shell 5, 3, 8 and 1, 9. And number of electrons are 18. In fourth shell, when n equal 4, L has 4 values 0, 1, 2, 3. And 0, 1, 2, you know these are. And for L equal 3, m equal total 7 values -3, -2, -1, 0, +1, +2 and +3. So, which type of orbital is this? L equal 3. So, this is F type orbital. And fourth shell, this is 4f. In 4f orbital, how many orbitals are there? M has 7 values. So, there are 7 orbitals. And from there, we get total orbitals 16 and total number of electrons 32. This is calculation of number of orbital and electrons by using quantum number. Now I will show the calculation of total number of orbitals and electrons in only one orbit. Here I will show you in M shell. You can calculate it for L shell, M shell, N shell or any shell. Look, M shell, that means n equal 3. It is the third shell. N equal when 3, L has 3 values 0, 1 and 2. When L equal 0, M equal only 0. When L equal 1, M has 3 values -1, 0, +1. When L equal 2, M has 5 values -2, -1, 0, +1 and +2. Here I have written the name of every orbital. This is the third shell. So for L equal 0, it is S type of orbital. This is 3s orbital. For L equal 1, this is P type of orbital. And for M equal -1, it is 3px. M equal 0, it is 3py. And M equal +1, it is 3pz. In the same way, for L equal 2, this is D type of orbital and the name of the orbitals are 3dxy, 3dyz, 3dzx, 3dx square minus y square and 3dz square. And here the total number of orbital 3s, only one orbital. Here total 3 orbitals and here 5 orbitals. And total number of orbitals are 9. And in every subshell there are 2 electrons and from there we can calculate the total number of electrons 18. Dear students, if you calculate this total number of electrons by 2n square formula, 2 into n is 3, so 3 square, you will get the value is 18. This is more easy, but when the question comes like this way, that calculate the total number of electrons present in M shell or N shell by using quantum number, that time you have to do like this way. Here by using quantum number, the total number of orbitals and total number of electrons are calculated. Now I will show you some problems. Why 3f is not possible? In third shell, we know there are 3s, 3p and 3d are possible. But why 3f is not possible? Here also you have to show it by using quantum number. 3f, that means what is the value of n? Value of n is 3. And for f, what is the value of L? Subsidiary quantum number. It is also 3. For 3f orbital, principal quantum number is 3 and azimuthal quantum number is also 3. But dear student, look, when the principal quantum number n equal 3, then how many values of L are possible? When n equal 3, you can have 3 values of L, that are, those are 0, 1 and 2. That means for n equal 3, L equal 3 is not possible. For this why 3f orbital is not possible. So for third shell, there are 3 types of orbitals, namely 3s, 3p and 3d are possible and 3f is not possible. Another problem, look, this is suppose MCQ type question. Which of the following quantum set is not possible? Look, this quantum set. Here, these are the value of n, l, m and s. For everywhere the value of s are correct. Look, when the value of n is 3, l can be 2. Here also 3, 2, 4, 4. Look, B number option. When n equal 4, then L will never be 4 because the value of L is 0 to n minus 1. 0, 1, 2, 3. Value of L 4 is not possible. Here also the value of L is possible. When L equal 2, M equal minus 2 to plus 2. So this is correct. 0 always correct, 0 always correct. Here L equal 2, so M equal minus 1 is also correct. So our correct answer is B number option because here L equal 4, so N equal 4 and L equal also 4. This is not correct. So this is our solution because when N equal 4, L equal only 0, 1, 2, 3. M equal minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2 and S equal plus half, minus half. So the value of L cannot be 4. Now another problem. Calculate the value of 4 quantum numbers for the last electron and unpaired electron of chlorine. At first, write the electronic configuration of chlorine. Now look, dear students, here you have to calculate the 4 quantum numbers for the last electron and also the unpaired electron. Now this is unpaired electron. You can easily understand this because only this 3 pz orbital there is 1 electron. So this is the unpaired electron. Now which one is the last electron? What do you think? This is the last electron? No, because electron when goes into this 3p orbital, then at first it goes to 3px but 1 electron because electron at first goes to clockwise direction and it fulfills all the orbital by 1 electron, then second electron goes to every orbital. So at first 3px, then 3py, then 3pz, then second electron goes to 3px and the 17th electron of chlorine, it goes to 3py, not 3pz. So the last electron of chlorine is 3py2 and the unpaired electron of chlorine is 3pz1. So the last electron of chlorine is 3py2 that goes to 3py orbital. So you will find out the 4 quantum numbers for this electron. This is 3py2. So, what is the principal quantum number? N. This is 3. This is p orbital. So, what is the subsidiary quantum number? P. That means L equal 1. This is py orbital. Px, py, pz. Minus 1, 0, 1. Py. For py orbital, the value of m is 0. And this is the second electron. I told that the first electron goes to clockwise and the second electron goes to anti-clockwise. So it is the second electron and anti-clockwise direction. So the value of spin quantum number is -12. So the 4 quantum numbers are principal quantum number n equal 3, azimuthal quantum number L equal 1, magnetic quantum number m equal 0, and the spin quantum number s equal -12. In the same way, we can calculate the unpaired electron of chlorine, that is 3pz1, and that goes to 3pz orbital. Here also n equal 3, p orbital, so L equal 1. But m -1, 0, +1. It is pz orbital, so m equal +1. And look, dear students, this is the first electron which goes to clockwise direction. So the value of spin quantum number is +12. So the 4 quantum numbers are principal quantum number n equal 3, azimuthal quantum number L equal 1, magnetic quantum number m equal +1, and the spin quantum number s equal +12. Now another problem. Problem 4. The 4 quantum numbers of last electron of an atom are 4, 0, 0, +12. What is the atom? Look, here the 4 quantum numbers of an electron is given and it is told that this electron is the last electron of that atom. You have to find out the atom. 4 quantum number, the value of 4 quantum number is this. So at first you will find out the electron which has this set of quantum number. N equal 4. So obviously it is the electron of 4th shell. L equal 0. For which orbital L equal 0? For s orbital. So it is the 4s electron. When L equal 0, m equal always 0. So it is the 4s orbital and +12. That means it is the first electron. So the last electron of that atom is 4s1. Look, principal quantum number n equal 4, azimuthal quantum number L equal 0, magnetic quantum number m equal 0, and spin quantum number s equal +12. So the last electron of the atom goes to 4s orbital and it is 4s1. Which atom has the last electron 4s1? Last electron, mind it, not the last shell electron. The last electron 4s1 is only for potassium because this is the electronic configuration of potassium. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1. So the atom is potassium. So dear students, today up to this, I think the quantum number is very clear to you. I have tried my best to make it clear. From there, I will give you some homework. These are also very easy homework. There are 3 questions. Calculate the number of orbitals and electrons present in n shell from quantum number. Here, the 4 quantum numbers of last electron of an atom are given. You have to find out the atom and calculate the value of 4 quantum numbers for the last electron of iron. So, these you will do in home. Today, up to this. Bye everyone.